to move from one computer to another one. How this could work, if you can help me. So, I want to talk a little bit about the conversion-based cathode and nanomaterials to lithium-ion batteries. So Professor Shah has talked about the lithium-ion batteries, but our interest is quite a different, that is based on the conversion-based cathode material. That's something different from the conventional lithium-ion batteries. But to talk generally about a little bit about the nanomaterial and nanotechnology, ladies and gentlemen, you will know that nanotechnology is nothing a new topic or a subject. It was an art for centuries. If you look to the, go through the history, you will see that there are plenty of articles, there are plenty of material have been produced while using the nanotechnology. And due to this nanotechnology, but at that time, when the science was not known of the nanotechnology, it was an art. For example, if we look to one of the classical articles still existing from the 5th or 4th century, the Kyrgyz glass, and you would astonish that at that time it was an art. No one was knowing about the nanotechnology behind this, but it was prepared, and it has the peculiarity, this glass, that when it is illuminated from front side, so you will get a different color. When the same is illuminated from back side, it has been a different color. But actually this change in color with the illumination direction, it was because of the nanotechnology involved here, though no one was knowing at that time. And similarly, you would have been observed many of the time this tint glass, and we know that for centuries these glass are in use, but still they are luminous, their durability still exists, they are still in work, and it is because of the fact that at that time it was an art, but it was because of the nanotechnology. And the science behind this was not known, but it was that when coinage metal salts like gold or copper or the silver is embedded into a glass, so you would produce these brilliant glasses that they can last for centuries without fading their color. And similarly, this guy has then developed a colloidal solution where he has observed that for a single gold, so you can have different colors, solution of different colors. And up till here, no one was knowing about the science behind this all. But once it has been discovered some 30 or 40 years back that actually when the nanosization and the nanostructuration methods, so it has been then, the science has been developed and the nanotechnology, and it has been now in use for many applications. For example, there are plenty of applications. So one of this very interesting Xbox, so the PlayStation, and you can see that how much smaller is the size and the density has been increased because of the nanosization of the material. And similarly, you would have seen during while watching the cricket match, so you would have seen this white vest on the face of the player, but this is now has been replaced by using the nanotechnology. And similarly, as Professor Shah told you, the nanoparticle, the silver nanoparticle are now used as dye and antimicrobes, and furthermore, the aerodynamics of this ball has been changed dramatically by using this nanotechnology. But one of the question is that, is nanosization is enough? There is a big no. For a specialized application, you cannot rely only upon the fact to just nanosize the material. If you have a nanoparticle, it's enough. No, it's not enough. If you have to a specialized application, which I will discuss one of them that we have worked upon, you need nano architecturing. So you need an engineering at the nano level to create or to prepare or to fabricate viable nano architecture. And from there one can have the inspiration from the nature. If we look into the nature, so you would have seen this sticky pits, and if you look here, these are nano structure, structure, but you can see the pattern, that these nanostructures are properly engineered. These are not mere nanosization, just like the colloidal nanoparticle or whatsoever. These are properly engineered. And similarly, if you move further to the nature, this is the strong spider silk. So you can see that there are proper engineering is involved, and this is stronger than steel if you use in proportion to the steel. And similarly, the self-cleaning, light-reflecting butterflies wings. So here the nanotechnology has been used by nature, but in the proper engineering and optical nanoscience. And one of the classical examples is this water collecting beetles back. So you can see here that this bugs are actually hydrophilic, that they attract the water from the environment, and once the droplet is larger enough, and this droplet then trickle down to this place, and this place is then hydrophobic, and the water droplet then trickle down to the mouth of the beetle, and it can, while staying in deserts and so on where there are no water, it can drink water through this nanotechnology. And you can see that here the nanotechnology it's a proper engineering, not only the mere nanosization and so on. There are plenty of other examples like this Chokan beak, and so on and so forth. So from this, we then inspire and to engineer viable architecture at nano level to use them for these portable devices and energy storage device, the secondary batteries. One of the very important device of today to make the society mobile. You can see here, and particularly we are moving here to the large scale application of these mobile devices to power these cars with electricity to overcome the pollution and to overcome the depleting resources of fossil fuel and so on and so forth. However, these batteries, I'm not going to the detail of the battery, so I would like to come directly to one of the batteries. This is the lithium-ion batteries here today. They are in use, and due to this lithium-ion battery, you can see that I have this mic in my hand. And this lithium-ion battery has replaced all the other battery technologies, that is the primary or the secondaries, because of some of their advantages like high energy density, power rate, cycle life. But one disadvantage is the cost at the moment. So this cost must be reduced, and the efficiency must be increased to use it for large-scale application, for example, for automobiles. And we can see here that on the gravimetric and volumetric density comparison, lithium-ion batteries are surpassing all the other. And it is estimated, and it is that the future economy indicator would be lithium. The country having more lithium will be more powerful economically than the rest. And we can see that the growth in lithium-ion batteries technology is tremendous, and it's surpassing by 2009, it has surpassed all the other batteries technologies. And the lithium-ion battery, though I'm not going to save my time, just I would say here the reaction, that is the cathode, this reaction is taking place while using this one material, and at anode we have this material. And here the X is the number of transferable electrons in between 0 and 1. So for workload, that the work has to be taken from any from the battery. This is the number of transferable electron. The more the number of transferable electron, the more work you will have, or the more will be the efficiency. And the present day lithium-ion batteries, based on the interconnection mechanism, with all this material, they are limited in terms of their capacity. That the maximum practical capacity one can achieve is 170 milliampere hour per gram, and this is already has been achieved. If you do nanosization or you do architecturing or whatever you do, you cannot increase, or even if you change the material from this one to all these three new materials, so you will be here somewhere in between 140 to 170 milliampere hour per gram. You cannot do anything with it. This is the intrinsic limitation of this material, and it is clear that in the mechanism, that is the intercalation mechanism, that the lithium intercalates in the anode and the cathode material, and during this intercalation, the shuttling of lithium is accompanied by very limited number of electrons, that is lesser than 1 electron. So the lesser the electron, the lesser would be then the capacity, the lesser energy would be stored. So to overcome the handicap of this material, one then needs to move to new concepts, because with this existing lithium-ion battery, if you go, you can imagine that for 85 kilowatt hour, you need 7,000 lithium-ion batteries, which are equal to this AA battery, this Malaya batteries, if you will, 35,000. And it would have a pack of 320 kg. So imagine that if you have a car with 320 kg of extra load because of this battery. So therefore, a serious breakthroughs are then needed in novel concept in material research. So you have to change the material. And the material must be the one that has the ability to transfer more than 1 electron. The more the electron, the more then would be energy, and this could be done by this conversion cathode-based material, where a chemical reaction is involved and lithium react with this particular material and it gets converted into a metal, and this metal is a transition metal, so where then you know that they have the oxidation state, a stable state of +2 or more than +2, so you will have 2 or more than 2 transferable electrons. 3, 4-fold, then those are the intercalation-based batteries, the conventional batteries. So the capacities then would be dramatically increased. And if we go to the periodic table, so one is here the transition metal fluorides. But the problem with fluorides are that they have low conductivity.